Have you ever walked into a store just to grab one thing, but left with bags full of stuff you didn't plan to buy? It's not an accident, it's a science. Stores are designed to manipulate you. There is a reason why milk and eggs are always at the back of a store. Costco, and almost every grocery store, does this on purpose. Why? Because to get to the milk, you have to walk past everything else. But it's not just physical stores anymore. Online retailers like Amazon and even Instagram shops use these same psychological tricks to make you spend more with just a few clicks. And it all starts with one man who figured out how to decode the buyer's brain, Paco Underhill. But Paco wasn't alone. A.L. Smits, the father of neuromarketing, took these ideas a step further by studying the brain itself. Using brain scans, he proved that these shopping tricks don't just influence your decisions, they're wired into your brain. Let's dive into the fascinating tricks retailers use, both in-store and online, to make you spend more. It starts with the decompression zone. The moment you walk into a store, you're hit with the first trick, the decompression zone. This is the first 10-15 feet of any store, and it's a dead zone. Why? Because your brain is still adjusting to the new environment. Paco Underhill discovered this through hours of observation, but A.L. Smits took it further. Using fMRI scans, he found that shoppers' brains need a moment to process their surroundings before focusing on products. This is why retailers avoid placing important products in this zone and instead use it to create a vibe, like flashy, seasonal decorations or big-ticket items. Online retailers mimic this too. Think about when you land on Amazon's homepage. The first thing you see isn't the search bar, it's today's deals or top picks for you. Just like a physical store, it's designed to grab your attention and set the tone before you start shopping. The right turn trap. Once you pass the decompression zone, what's the first thing you do? You probably turn right, and guess what? That's not a coincidence. Paco Underhill discovered that most shoppers instinctively turn right when entering a store. It's tied to how most people are right-handed and how we process space. Retailers capitalize on this by placing their most tempting and high-margin products to the right of the entrance. Think snacks, promotions, or trendy items. Online retailers apply this too. Have you noticed how the most recommended products or flashy deals are placed on the top right corner of websites or apps? It's no accident. Neuromarketing studies show that your brain naturally gravitates there first. The butt brush effect, how crowds kill sales. Here's a weird one, the butt brush effect. Paco found that shoppers, especially women, hate feeling crowded in stores. If someone brushes past you or bumps into you while you're browsing, you're far more likely to abandon that area altogether. Retailers learned to make aisles wider and keep high-traffic zones spacious to avoid this problem. Online retailers solve this differently. Instead of worrying about physical space, they create clutter-free layouts. Ever notice how clean and simple Apple's website is? That's intentional. It mirrors the idea of a wide aisle in a physical store, making you feel comfortable exploring without distractions. Eye level, sharp, buy level. Ever notice how the most expensive products are always right at your eye level? That's not an accident. Retailers call this the golden zone, and it's prime real estate on the shelf. Your brain naturally scans shelves from left to right and at eye level first, making these spots the most influential. Cheaper or bulk items are placed on lower shelves, where you have to bend down to get them. Online, the golden zone is the first 3 products on a search results page. Platforms like Amazon use algorithms to prioritize high-margin items in these slots, knowing you're most likely to click them. A.L. Smits' neuromarketing research confirmed this. The brain experiences a small reward signal when it encounters products in these prime positions, both in-store and online. The power of samples, free isn't free. Who doesn't love free samples? Whether it's a bite of cheese or a tiny cup of soup, samples make you feel like you've scored something great. But here's the trick. Free samples aren't free. They're based on a psychological phenomenon called the reciprocity effect. When someone gives you something, even if it's tiny, your brain feels obligated to give something back. In a store, that something is usually your money. Online retailers have a version of this too. Think about free trials. Spotify, Netflix, and even Adobe offer you a free month. Once you've used the product, your brain feels invested, and canceling feels like a loss. Scarcity, only 2 left. You've seen those signs, only 2 left, or limited time only. This is called scarcity marketing, and it works because your brain hates missing out. Even if you don't need the item, the fear of it being gone forever makes you more likely to buy it. Online, this trick is everywhere. Ever shopped on Amazon and seen only 5 in stock? Order soon? It triggers the same sense of urgency, making you click add to cart faster than you normally would. How neuromarketing proves these tricks work. A.L. Smitz's research used brain scans to study shoppers' decision-making. He found that when people encounter these tactics, like scarcity, eye-level placement, or free samples, the reward center of their brain lights up. It's not just psychology, it's biology. Your brain wants what it sees in these conditions, even if it doesn't need it. Neuromarketing has taken these findings further, helping online retailers perfect their layouts, promotions, and pricing strategies to trigger your brain's reward system. The next time you go shopping, whether in a store or online, pay attention. Why do you click the first product on the page? Why does that limited time offer feel so urgent? And why do you always end up with more than you planned? Stores and websites aren't just places to buy stuff. They're psychological battlegrounds designed to make you spend more. If you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe for more stories like this. Once you know these tricks, you'll never shop the same way again.